Hi everyone, my name is Hansol Huang, the CEO of Hansol Root One. Today, I'm gonna talk about an innovative biosecurity solution. Before we go, I briefly introduce myself. I got my PhD in the United States with sports marketing, especially sports big data. Then back to Korea to take care of my family business. Yes, poultry farm is my family business for almost 50 years. That's why I know what the problem is. So the crowd problem is disease. I'm not talking about highly pathogenic disease, but we have a lot of chronic disease as well. It's unstoppable. No one can control disease with current toxic chemicals. That's why I thought if we have any kind of safe material, it is better to control disease. That's why we developed two solutions. We just call Shield and Sustain program. We have two-step approaches. First one is Solimmune, which is spray type. We just spray to animal directly for external virus remover. And secondly, we have S solution up, which is water-soluble curcumin immune booster, which is drink type. So just to put it together, we not only reduce disease risk, but we can make a better productivity level, which means we spend less, we gain more. Okay, you might be curious about how we can control disease regardless of virus, bacteria, something like that. And it is very simple. There is a virus, and we simply cover, then not to replicate. That's it. That's why we can control disease with animal. But the amazing thing is actually, like I said, our approach it's actually plant-based material we use. And our flagship product, Solimmune, is not just a disinfectant because it can be applied directly to livestock and even to human as well. For the next study, we're gonna go with Johns Hopkins University, and then we can just make sure how we can target assembly disruption, which is the final stage of virus infection as well. This is our POC result in poultry farms. We have a lot of broiler farms and layer farms trials, and this is first time we made antiviral coating trial in the world. Of course, there's no critical disease during the trial, and you can see the survival rate is huge. It's very, very high. And also ROI is very high as well. It's more than 200. And in the layer farm, we also made more than 300 ROI production level right now. In conclusion, we spend less and gain more. Okay, this is another POC result in swine farm, and this is more incredible. Actually, this farm suffered from a lot of chronic disease such as PRRS, PED, something like that for almost 20 years. We just spray once a week, the Solimmune, and they got huge result here. Their mortality is decreased up to 50% in a month. They don't do anything with our solution. That's it. That's why they believe our solution is working well in the field. For the virus efficacy test, like I said, we don't care the virus types or even bacteria type as well. That's why we cover all virus strains, almost virus strains, including avian influenza, African swine fever, foot and mouth disease, PRRS, bovine rotavirus, and even salmonella as well. You see, we control most of virus in an hour. That's huge. Okay, for our business model, we have actually three types of business model here. First one is B2G. Since government has played a big role of biosecurity, we can just easily approach it to government and then ask something. We have solution, our solution. We already submitted two solutions to USDA and even HHS for human infection. And then B2B area, we just play a big role of large scale of producers as well. We can make a POC and other kind of program, biosecurity program with them. And then, like I said, I can collect the data very easily from individual farms. That's why we can make it any kind of smart farming system with AI-based biosecurity solution. And this is another example of our global marketing strategy, go-to-market strategy. We already approached it to CP, which is large producers in the world. And we already submitted two solutions, like a POC in 6 months program to them. In terms of partners, we have robust R&D partners here, such as Johns Hopkins, KAIST, Crave, and Biotin as well. And also we have strong practitioners to collaborate with other local partners as well. Right now, we are looking for strategic partners and even investors for almost 5 million USD to go to global market as well. Alright guys, this is our future business model and it's very big picture, but actually we can easily control data from farms and then we can make a program with AI algorithm for like a surveillance system for livestock industry. Then we can easily detect disease and control disease in the world. Please, uh, let's build a new value chain for livestock industry together. If you have any question, please let me know. Thank you. This is all for today.